Hey gang, today we're going to cover Season 1, Episode 2 of Parks and Recreation. I'm literally learning everything about video making and editing from scratch for this project, so I hope you can bear with me while I figure it out. At the minute, I'm thinking that I'll aim for this to be a weekly series, but for the first season, I'll upload the videos daily, just because I think they're going to be shorter and probably a bit more boring than the later seasons of the show. I think that the script writing and editing is going to take me at least a week per episode for the later seasons, when there's more going on in the episodes that we can discuss. I also work full-time in a hospital, and this is just a fun side hobby for me, so I'm not committing to an upload schedule. This is just for fun.
What is it?
Okay, so in this episode, there genuinely low-key isn't even a B or a C plot. It is just one story, which makes it feel like we're dragging our feet through the plot to keep the story moving. Leslie and the gang are making a start on the park project by forming a subcommittee and starting canvassing to get the public's support on the park.
I have a secret weapon. Canvassing. Nothing better than good old-fashioned door-to-door campaigning.
Unfortunately for the parks department, the public tend to lean towards non-approval.
Oh, actually, no, I'm not really a fan of parks. Very noisy, barbecue smell all the time.
And those that do approve either can't make it or shouldn't be allowed near a park, ever.
Maybe a pool for the kids.
Oh, how old are your kids?
No kids.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put him down as a yes.
Don't do that.
Also, is the park gonna be at least 1,000 feet from my house? Because, I really can't move again.
April, please stand behind me. That's it. That's all. That's all we got.
No flyer?
Nope.
Leslie and Anne catch Mark and April playing rock band with Andy, rather than canvassing like they should be.
Tell me, please tell me why. My car is in the front yard, bakes, come on, and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I came in through the window last night.
Loki though, why does Andy sound good? I don't hate this. After the public forum is fast-tracked, Leslie realizes that Ron was right when he warned her about taking it to the public too early, but they have to follow through now. They need to avoid a vote so that the public can't shut down the project before it's begun, leading to Leslie filibustering her own forum.
Do you see him? Do you think a depressed person could make this? No.
In this episode, we get to see more of Leslie's character, how she doesn't feel successful enough, and that she clearly views this subcommittee as her big break. All she wants is some validation from her mother, but she is cold and distant.
I want my daughter to be successful, which is why I always tell her there's nothing wrong with being a wife and mother.
Despite this, Leslie is ecstatic about her subcommittee and is taking it very seriously, being very regimented and strict with how they function. She is pretty damn unlikable in this episode. She's very socially unaware, she's rude to members of the public when they have a different opinion to her.
You don't care about your kids if you don't support this park.
Excuse me?
What I mean is kids love parks and you should too.
I don't know about you, but I can't imagine season 4 Leslie saying this kind of thing. This episode is slow. With only one real plot, it does drag. There are some funny moments. Honestly, the nonce joke is pretty funny. But in my ratings, I only laughed 4 times this episode. That is one more than the last one. But it's also 10 times less funny than some future episodes. April is a delight though, and makes me laugh more than anyone else in this season, I think.
How many more Pawnee citizens are gonna have to fall into that pit before we turn it into a park? 0. Say it.
0.
100.
Also, this scene really irritates me every time I watch it, because Leslie notices she's sweating through her shirt before she even looks.
Are you sweating through your suit?
I doubt it. It's a very breathable fabric. Oh yeah, I am.
I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it really irks me every time.
Chocolate, booze, diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and treasure chests.
It is clear that the writers of the show did a lot of research into the reality of how local government works. This feels like a realistic reflection of the struggles of those trying to make change in government. There are supporters, they're busy, and they can't always show up to help the cause. But then there's a far louder minority of people who are aggressively against whatever good is trying to be done. I feel like the writers learned how to make public forums funny later on in the show's running, but right now there really isn't much comedy here yet. It goes on for a long time and not much happens. The stuff with Andy and Lawrence is pretty good. Also, side note, it always throws me off when I watch Jurassic World and these two are just fighting dinosaurs together.
Fans of Parks and Recreation will know that we've met before, me as Andy and him as Lawrence.
Anyway, it's also probably pretty realistic for Tom to be bribing people using his position in local government. I don't doubt that kind of thing happens in real life too. One of the parts of this episode that I really don't enjoy is a talking head from Leslie. The joke is just that she's being casually racist about Russia. I don't know. I guess I don't really get it. She's supposedly this loving and passionate lady that believes all children deserve part, unless they're Russian, I guess. I believe this scene was improvised, but in my brain it just doesn't fit her character well at all. I don't think it should have made it into the final cut of the episode, but I imagine some people disagree with me on that and find the humour in it. Also, when I watched this,
The future of Pawnee will involve us flying around in space taxis, where we will communicate on watches.
I really thought Leslie invented smartwatches, but it turns out Samsung were doing that in like the 2000s, so never mind.
I think I'm safe. She's gotta be tired by now.
This cold open has always grated on me a little. It feels in character for Tom to not hide any eggs for the Easter hunt, but for Leslie to not notice that he's hidden none and assume he's hidden them really well, like, she just comes off as plain stupid. Because why would it be a good thing for this activity designed for young children to be too difficult for said audience, let alone the adults? Leslie surely knows that Tom is lazy and should have figured out instantly that Tom didn't do his job, of course. It's low-key pissing me off just thinking about it. Why is she so ditzy, naive, and unlikable in this season? 3 out of 10 for this one. The ending scene doesn't have anything notable to talk about. It's just a throwaway line from Tom.
You know, normally I don't agree with Leslie about anything, but this book is awesome.
I'm excited for when the tags start getting good, because they get so good later on in the show. But for now, this one can have a 1 out of 10. While slowly completing this rewatch for this YouTube series, I'm also just watching Parks and Rec in my own time. And in that rewatch, I'm at the start of season 4 right now, and I think it's making me more jaded and judgmental of these early episodes. Honestly, I think if I hadn't watched the show in years and I was just coming back to it from the start, I'd be blinded by nostalgia and joy, and I'd think these episodes are great. However, the whole time I'm watching and rating these early episodes, I just can't help but compare them to season 3. Bloody love season 3. And I think by knowing how much better the show gets as it goes on, the more I don't enjoy these episodes. I rated this episode a 4 out of 10. I think this plotline could have been great, sprinkled in with other things going on, but with what we got, just it on its own, it's not the most enthralling episode, let's be real.
Hello? We're having a meeting in here.
Does anybody have any questions?